I mean, I understand it, but she extra.
Let me see. Wait, that's the thing with the kids.
No, like real talk, like
that's the woman's perspective. There's
like
a male perspective. I can't find it.
Like she's extra.
Yeah.
But I understand it.
Do you? And his response, because she put their whole text messages things there, so his response is there. Forth through text messages, and she was asking him if they could link up, and he was like, "Nah, I got the baby with me right now." And she was like, "You see, this is why I don't want to mess with you, because if I want to, this is not." She said, "This is why I don't want to be with someone who has kids, because when I'm ready to go and do something, I'm just ready to go and do it. I don't want to have to wait on your terms." So then he's like, "But I told you I had a kid or whatever, or something like that." The whole thing is in there if you want to read it, but yeah,
I get the point.
Yeah.
I understand. There's a way to go about things. There's really a way to go about things. Like, you can't be childish either, because you know what? At the end of the day,
so you think she's childish?
I think she's childish.
Okay.
I think she's childish with a reason though.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think she's childish, because if we're gonna keep shit a stack, she cannot expect that in any relationship, kids or not, that when she says I want to get up and go do something, that he gotta get up and go do it. That's the attitude I see. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can understand her saying, "Oh, because somebody that has kids." But are you like that in general?
Right.
Because if you like that in general, it don't matter who the fuck you with.
You're coming off kind of bossy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, coming off a little much. But as far as saying, "Hey, look, you know, this is why I don't wanna deal with kids, deal with somebody who has kids," because
it's hard to say. I mean, you gotta keep, if you're gonna invest in it, you gotta read it, because it's
because I already know how she coming. Like, so I'm just going to see what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I already know how she coming. See, she's right in that sense.
Yeah.
If she doesn't want to raise, she doesn't want to raise anybody else's kids. Yeah.
Right.
But if she over here talking about she needs 100% of the time, like, you can't set aside a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every 2 weeks. I feel that's why I say, like, you're right. There is a difference between men and women in this argument. A man can say, you know, I don't want to deal with a woman with kids, because 9 times out of 10 a female always got a kid. And if she don't got her kid, do you really want to have kids with somebody who don't have their kids? You feel me? Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
We'll get into it.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, I don't want you to feel sorry. Like, a guy who only really has his kid, in most cases, every other weekend. You can't give up 3 days.
Well, we're gonna get into it, because we're rolling.
Oh, we rolling. Oh, pew, 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 pew. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Savage Saturdays.
Welcome back.
How y'all doing? How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? I know I'm not gonna hear back from y'all, but still, how y'all doing?
Yeah, it's your girl Dro.
It's your boy EJ.
He don't got his sound bar today.
Yeah, no sound bar today. I was holding up the memory of my phone. You feel me? You know how iPhones be. Still better than your bum ass Android.
All right. So anyway, welcome back. This is episode 9.
Apple sponsorship. You feel me?
This is episode 9, though.
Episode 9.
This is episode 9, though.
9.
And then we're gonna.
How do you say German? How do you say no in Germany? 9.
Stupid. And then we get to record the big 1-0.
I know.
10 episodes.
We did 10.
That's lit.
It is.
Yes.
It'll be our first milestone. Episode number 10.
I like it.
Just think about when we are season 10. You feel me? We're gonna play this back in season 10.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the intro for every episode of season 10.
A mess. But we're back, guys. It's Wednesday, January 29th. Do you say the year? 2020? Doesn't matter if you say the year.
I think everybody know the year. If you don't know the year, you probably on meth.
Alright, well, yeah.
Like, if it's January 29th, okay?
Yeah.
If at this point you're still writing 2019,
it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Something's wrong.
You only sucked the tip, probably.
Stupid. But yeah, how you been?
I've been good. You know, we had something really tragic happen this week.
Yeah.
The passing of Kobe.
Yeah.
You know, it's been rough on people in my generation. I'm 30 years old. I got to see Kobe's career,
Mhm.
in a sense, you know, and we got to see what Kobe was starting to do and did, and a lot of his, like when I was playing sports,
Mhm.
Kobe was already had that Mamba mentality type of like people talking about him and talking about that, and I remember it being in the weight room and seeing Kobe quotes on the blackboard. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that shit. You kind of really connect with somebody that can get you, that has gotten you through a lot of things in life. So it's like, it's rough to really see how everything is. I mean, the amount of support and love that everybody's showing is insane, and it's a true testament to what he really meant to a lot of people.
The African American community, like a lot of communities,
a lot of communities. That's what I'm saying. He was bigger than
all around the world.
He was bigger than really what people made it seem. Like the people who loved Kobe and really, I don't want to say knew who he was, but knew who he was. You know what I mean? We understood that he was bigger than basketball.
Yeah.
He was an icon. He was a message. He was, something to build towards. Trying to be somebody like him. I mean, there's certain things in sports, like in football, when you go up and you make a touchdown grab on somebody and you jump over them or jump higher than them, we all say you got mossed. Like there's certain names in sports that just hold something for you. All right, there is not one person that is the age of 30 that has not turned around, fade away, shot something at a garbage and said, Kobe.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, not a single person in this world can say they've never done it. So it's like, it hits harder.
Yeah.
And there's no disrespect to the other people that have passed away.
No, definitely not.
And I feel like that's what...
Because a lot of people are trying to make it seem that way.
And that's the thing. It's upsetting because a lot of people make it seem that way, and it's like, oh, pray for these people too and mourn for these people too. And like, look, everybody's praying for everybody that died in that crash.
Right.
But you can't expect somebody who impacted your life to have the same speech. Like, what can I talk about the other people that...
That's what I'm saying. You can't expect other people to... It's like expecting me to give the same empathetic feeling to those other people when I didn't know them. Like I
have nothing to give that. I can't. What can I be empathetic about?
Exactly. Like I know who Kobe Bryant is.
Kobe Bryant got me through this. Like I've seen Kobe do this. I can talk about Kobe doing that.
Yeah.
What can I say about the other people other than rest in peace? If anything, it'd be worse to say anything more because that's showing real fake love.
Yeah.
You feel me? Nobody really cares about people that die that they don't know about. It's you really just care for the person that you know that meant something to them. Feel me? Like I don't feel bad that somebody's grandmother passed away. I just feel a little bad for you that you gotta go through that.
Right.
You feel me?
So it's not like taking away from them.
We had a personal connection with
exactly.
Kobe.
It's not like we're taking anything away from them passing away. It's just exactly.
You feel me? Show my respect and that's it.
I clearly put rest in peace to the other.
Then leave it at that.
Exactly. Don't come at me and be like, oh, you don't have no respect for the other family.
Yeah,
it's not all about Kobe and Gigi.
Because you know what? To be honest, unfortunately, to me, it is all about Kobe and Gigi, and you can't tell me how to move.
And not even that, you can't tell me how to feel.
Exactly.
Or who I should be feeling my feelings for.
Who are you?
Like, excuse me, bye.
Word up. Send your condolences and keep scrolling.
So yeah, it's been rough. But
Been
since
a rough
Sunday,
week.
it's been little blue.
It has. It just hasn't been the same.
It's been a little weird. Like he's been a little choked up. I had to check on my boys. I checked on you.
Yeah.
I checked on my other homie.
Because it's like
everybody was good.
Because like I said, he was bigger than just basketball, man. We can all come to a moment in our lives where something that Kobe said, a quote, a commercial, or his games, like stuff that he did, and just moments of just like he's basketball version of Goku, man. It's like Oh, really? He's basketball version of Goku. Every time you thought he was out, he wasn't.
Yep. That's all I know Dragon Ball Z for. Goku dying and coming alive again. It's like,
So I'm saying, like, you can see him go Super Saiyan and just all of a sudden drop 60 and 3/4. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's an insane thing for us to connect to as fans because it's something that we grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
So since Sunday, it's just been a little rough. Trying to get used to the fact that I think what it is. I think it's not a matter of that people are just trying to get over his death. I think it's just everybody getting over the shock that tomorrow really ain't promised, and people. We always say it when somebody passes away. And, it seems to be cliche, but I think people are just dealing with the fact that
it's a huge eye opener.
It's in my
opinion, like how I feel about it. Like I'm not religious, but I have my liners in.
Yeah,
excuse me. It's a huge eye opener. Like he really did a number on this one. Like yo, listen. And I read something that was just like wow, like something that we're all standing in line, and it's just when it's our time. But yo, like. For it to just be out of nowhere,
Past it, like we're seeing them hug on TV and everything, and then the next morning,
and then Sunday,
he's gone.
Like,
so it's like it's a rough thing to deal with when it's just everything is so sudden. It just
sudden.
It hits everybody on a different level because
sudden.
it just makes it real. It makes death real. We don't like to make death real.
Facts.
We like to think that death is a foreign concept, and we even look at people weird that accept death.
And it also makes me think like, time is of the essence.
Yes, do what you can with the time that you have because you don't
people
know when you're going to go.
Exactly. People say that, I think that that's always my saying, time is of the essence, let's go. But then you think you have all the time in the world and you don't. You don't know when it's your time,
You don't.
So... Rest in peace to those guys, everybody on the plane.
Kobe, rest in peace Gianna, rest in peace the other people on the plane.
Yeah.
Sad day, but
very, 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 very sad. I feel bad for his wife, man. Like his wife.
Yeah, she got to deal with losing a child and a husband.
For real, yo.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think it's just it's the bigger picture.
It's it means something exactly. It means something different to everybody. Like just because
it means crazy to me is I have a daughter.
Exactly.
So that hit me on a when I found out. Everything I'm not gonna talk about because I can still get choked up.
Yeah.
When I found out everything, I hugged my daughter. I got home. I had my daughter with me this weekend. You know what I mean? I run a quick errand. I had to go to Majestic real quick to drop off Christmas gifts.
Mad late. It's almost February.
Listen, don't judge me.
All right.
So I go to Majestic to drop off Christmas gifts real quick. I come back. I'm there, and that's when I found out. I'm at the bowling alley, and I found out. I come home. And I just hugged my daughter for like a half hour.
Yeah.
And she's like, Daddy, why are you holding me so? I'm like, stay here and let me hug you. And then she literally just like hugged my neck and just stayed there.
Right. Yeah, your daughter is very. She's like attached to you, like glue.
She's my hip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I had like one of those like growths that would be a person.
Oh, yep, that would be
That's
her.
That
would be her.
You know, like as a kid though, like she's 8 now, but like 3 years old, I'll be in the bath. I gotta go to the bathroom. She'll walk in the bathroom and sit, and I used to have a little stoop for her that where she can like stand up when she has to go to the bathroom and put her feet there. A little stoop.
I can't with you.
She used to take the stoop out and sit there and just chill with me in the bathroom.
Right.
Talking to me, asking me questions and shit. And I'm just like, I'm trying to take I'm trying to drop a dude.
Right. So, Daddy's a little busy here.
Word up. There'd be times she just be on my arm. She's just holding my arm while I'm pooping. But then she's cute because then she's like, it's okay, Daddy. And she'll rub my back. And I'm like, appreciate you, baby. Can't even be mad at you.
See, this is why we have to have a girl, baby. He wants to have a boy, but I told him, listen,
I tell any man you want a girl first.
No, I
the amount of love that my daughter gives me, man. No offense to any woman in the world that means anything. I'm talking about my mother, my grandmother, my girl.
No other type of love.
No type of love, yo.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If I'm ever ever gonna be caught with my guard down, it'll probably be when I'm with my daughter because, bro, I'm in a daze when I'm with her. Like, she has everything: the conversations, the laughs, the smiles, the way she looks at me. Like, that's my baby. You feel me?
Stop it, yes.
That's my little schnookums. I call her my sugar foot. I bite her toes.
Oh, all right.
Listen, that's my child, okay?
All right, listen, I don't say nothing about it.
Matter of fact, I gotta tell you something, and these people, I think the podcast gonna like it too.
All right, go ahead.
So I need your opinion on this.
Yes.
I have a Facebook follower. I'm not gonna put the name out there.
Okay.
But I found it very interesting. Her child climbs into the dog crate with the dog and chills in the dog crate and watches the iPad in the dog crate.
Okay.
She posts on Facebook. She posts pictures of it, everything she's talking about it, blah, blah, blah. A couple people came at her a little crazy, like, get your fucking child out of a dog cage. Okay? Like, people about to take pictures of you and send that shit to CPS. Like, bitch, take them out the dog cage. And she's over here like, yo, like, he's just playing, like, he rocking, like, I'm here, like, I'm not,
I see what's
I'm
going
not
on.
Putting him in the cage.
Right,
he want to
right,
get in the cage and chill. Like, I'm not about to have him upset. Like, it's a cute memory. Like, look at you in the dog cage. Like,
yeah.
How do you see it?
It's cute, but I would have took the dog. I would have took him out eventually. I mean,
the dog was in there with him.
Yeah, I would have had to take him out. How little was the baby though?
He's like maybe like 4 or 5 years old, but he'd be in there for a couple hours. Like
a couple hours? No, it's fine. Like that's cute. It's cute, but like, all right, now you gotta get out. Junior, get out. Come on.
No, that's his name too. Look at that.
Oh, I'm just saying. I was just saying, Dro Junior. Come on.
That's funny. Junior's his name too. That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just
Listen,
saying.
if I get home and my child is in a fucking cage, we got a problem. I don't give a fuck if he wanted to get in there.
But that's what I'm saying. Knowing your child, would you get mad at the person for like if you know that like that person's like, all right, come on, mama, you gotta get out. Like no. You're like, or if the person we kept taking her out and she kept going back in, like what you gonna do?
I think if I got home and I saw my child,
then it's like, are you gonna beat the child? No.
I'm gonna get mad at the person that let him in the cage. Like, yo, that's a dirty ass dog's cage. Like, the fuck is you doing?
It is, but you have to weigh the ups and downs because it depends on your child, what type of child you're.
My child's normal, so they don't want to be in a cage in the first place.
But yeah, back on to
my bad. Random.
You know how we get. You know how we get. We get crazy, y'all. But yeah, it's been a rough week.
Yeah,
but not to be stayed down and in the dumps.
Yes.
We're gonna move on.
And pep it up a step because other stuff did happen this week.
Other stuff did happen.
There is one thing that I think I need to say. Shout out to all the men in the world. We got a big victory this week. You feel me? What? Wendy Williams divorced. Her man got paid. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. Bitches been doing that to us for how?
After Saturdays, we didn't get a lot of feedback. Some people liked it. I didn't feel the whole sports thing. I'm just gonna be honest. That sports shit had me almost like about to knock the fuck out.
I feel you.
I'm not a sports fan. I'm sorry. I'm just not. And I don't think a lot of our fans are. Yeah. So I'm just saying, no. But it was cool for us giving it a try. I liked it.
I like it.
Liked it.
I think the little tweak that we make is good.
Yes.
We're just gonna talk about the important shit.
Yep.
But I think it's good. I like the direction. I think we could build off this.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse what's happening in the background. Somebody's I don't know what the fuck is happening with their car, but yeah. Oh, okay. It's off. I'll cut all that out.
I thought it was mine.
Oh. Good thing it wasn't. So yeah, I'm glad that we stop. I'm glad that we did that little tweak in the system.
Yes.
I
think it makes things go smoothly.
Yes, but we're still gonna do our topic because we got a nice little spicy one.
Yes.
And into her own 3-bedroom bachelor pad in New York City's financial district. Williams paid Hunter $250,000 towards him finding a new home before they began discussing the financial assets of their divorce.
Mm-hmm. You gonna get paid. You know what I would say? Like Eddie Murphy said, half. I want half her shit. Alright? Alright? I think we need to take this moment in men history and capitalize. Hit them how they hit us. Do like Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige had to pay her man a couple mil. Thank you.
That's crazy.
Why is it crazy? Every time y'all do it, it's yes, bitch, get paid.
First of all, Mary don't got no kids with that nigga. That's number fucking one.
Oh well, it's called alimony. That's what happened when you get married.
Well, nay.
Get the
that
law
shouldn't
involved,
be.
motherfuckers get paid. You feel me?
That's what they should have did. I don't know what they did, but I'm just saying that those are not her kids. She don't got no kids with him.
See, that's why, like, I believe in prenups. Unless I gotta sign them, but like I believe in prenups.
Oh, well, my bad. Yeah, Kevin Hunter makes out big in divorce from Wendy Williams. So, yes, I was wrong, guys. EJ was correct. So, yes, men do get the win.
Woo! Pew, 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 pew.
Stupid. That's kind of crazy that she...
One for the bad guys.
That's crazy, you know. I mean, I don't have any, like, big feelings about it. I'm not married yet, so I don't know how that feels to have to give up half your shit that nobody worked for.
Happens to men a lot of times, you feel me? We have to deal with that a lot.
I don't know about it, but I do understand, you know, if we don't have any kids together, if you fucked up, especially if I have proof that you fucked up, because I thought annulments and prenups all get void and shit. I mean, I know prenups, they come with certain stipulations, like you can't, if we get divorced because of cheating, then you can't get shit.
Yeah, I've heard
stuff
that
like
before.
that. So like, you know, I just don't understand the part where he's allowed to get what he's getting because he fucked up. Like, he publicly had a whole baby with a whole other woman that was not your wife.
Because usually in situations like that, there is a prenup involved, and the prenup is null and void.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're caught, but maybe they didn't have a prenup.
But that's what I'm saying.
If they didn't have any prenup and
yeah,
it was just a regular marriage,
right?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if
you
you commit adultery or not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
assets.
fucked up that he gets half or whatever he's getting. You know, he ain't put in no type of work, and he's doing all this fuck bullshit.
Shooting with me in
now,
the gym?
now I'm ready to leave after all the shit that you put me through, and this is what happens. But you know, we want to know what's a more big significant difference in that? White people. What happened when white people want to get divorced? Everybody dying. But
white people have a famous saying that like outbeats.
Like, I understand that the part, like, because I understand this. This is crazy. Like, for her to have to work so many years hard.
But this happens all the time.
That's her brand. I'm
this
just
happens
saying.
all the time.
I'm giving my opinion. That's her brand. She worked hard for that. That's her face. She put all of that out there. You know, her clothing line. I think she has a makeup line or something. I mean, a jewelry line or some shit like that.
Bitch, you work in cosmetics the way she look like a gremlin. See her nose?
Stop.
She farting on live air too.
Yo, for real.
Bitch, that bitch tooted. I don't know what
People love
It's
Wendy.
the couch.
It's the couch.
Oh, it was your butt. You tooted. Your cleats was your ass cheeks was clapping.
People love Wendy Williams, but I do understand. Like, because when I hear
they
all
don't
this
love
shit,
Wendy Williams. They love the drama.
Yeah, when I hear all this shit about people, you know, killing their wife and because they didn't want to get a divorce and shit, like, I understand the aspect. That's what I'm saying, and I understand the aspects of why someone would go to that length. But if you get caught, nigga, you going to jail. If you get caught, you going to jail, and then what? All of that was for nothing.
It was heat of the moment.
I'm gonna kill this bitch.
It's heat of the moment. Yo, real talk. Like
she wants to take the kids, the car, the dog.
Talk to a Latina.
I'm gonna kill them all so she can't have them.
That's how white men think. That's how white men think. Word up. White men say, oh, you gonna leave me? I'll kill you. I'll kill the kids, and then I'll do myself. Or the famous one is, let's go down by the river. All of a sudden, he get back to the crib.
The famous one. There's a famous fucking line for murder.
Yes.
Let's go down to the river.
The Scott Peterson and Lacey Peterson story, yo. He dumped that bitch in the river.
Yo, I know he killed her, but
I don't think he killed her.
What? You don't think he killed her?
It's too many things in the opposite favor. I think the people that robbed the house across the street killed her.
People robbed the house now.
That was
the theory.
No, it wasn't a theory.
Yes,
it was proof. No, they proved it. They even got witnesses saying
witnesses?
They got witnesses saying that she was arguing with them.
Because there was a special that just came out.
On Hulu, I watched the shit. Yeah.
Oh, see on Hulu.
Watch it on Hulu, yo. Right. They said that right in the beginning of the case, they said that there was witnesses that saw her arguing with them. Mm-hmm. And even when you see, they said that the baby was alive for 4 weeks before it died. That means that she was very pregnant. She must have gave birth. Mm-hmm. They cut her body up or whatever and threw her the fuck away. But that baby was still alive for 4 weeks.
Oh my God. All right. Well, we're not going to get on to that. But yeah, that's the
But
difference.
That's white people shit. You know what I
mean? Moral of the week. That's white people shit. Moral of the week.
That's white people shit. I can't get banned for saying that shit here. That's white. That's white people shit. All right? Yo. Hispanics and blacks, they just argue
chill.
a little bit.
It's just like, all right, fuck you. Like, fuck you. I don't give a shit about you no more. I don't care. Like, all right, go, bitch. Bye. Take the kids.
I'm gonna fuck your friend.
Like, I don't care, bitch. Go. Like, go suck a dick. Like, stop.
You want to take the kids? Cool. I'm getting the club this weekend.
Right. Like, take the kids.
I'm gonna get some kuka.
I'll have them every weekend if that's fine. Like, you don't need to argue and drag shit out. Like, just, what are we gonna do? Get to it. What we doing? You know?
You know what it is, though, unfortunately, is that I feel like separation and divorce is so normalized in our culture. And it's really not in white culture. Like, divorce in white culture is seen as, like...
Yeah, but you still don't murder people because of it.
No, but I'm not... That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to give it any type of validity.
Right, a reason.
What I'm trying to say is, because it's normalized and we see it so much in our culture, mm-hmm. that when it happens in white culture, it's something that white people really... It hits them on a different level. They crack. They snap. You know?
That's true.
We see it as like, oh, well.
I can understand that aspect.
We'll see it as, oh, well, you know. But
whatever.
But in white families, in summer most, they see it as, I come from a long line of Berkshires.
You said in the summer most?
Huh?
You said in the summer most?
No, I said, like, I don't even know what the fuck I said. Or how I said. That I you like, where the fuck did that even come from? Where did you hear summer most? Oh, I know what I said. Some or most.
Oh, okay. Look at
some or most white people, like, you know, they feel like they come from a line and this is, you know, I'm gonna upset.
Right.
You know, not just myself, but my family, my down the lines. I might lose my job. Like, mm-hmm. You never know. You know what I mean? It hits my different level. It's not like, fuck that. I'm killing everybody. You know, they do that shit.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts and a lot of crazy shit as far as murder been going down. Like, niggas is killing everybody. Everybody dying. Kids is killing kids. Parents is killing their kids.
Listen.
Husbands is killing their fucking kids. Did you hear about that shit? That girl in Old Bridge?
Yeah, Stephanie Price. They found her in the woods.
They found her in the woods, and
her boyfriend killed her. And had it in the suicide
had it in the whole note the whole time, nigga.
Listen,
that's fucking crazy. Everything's true besides the child pornography part. Like, what? Excuse me, nigga. Okay.
Like,
we don't believe you.
I mean, granted, I can't even get no excuse. He was nuts. That motherfucker, white boy, crazy.
But yeah, sorry guys for bearing off. This is what we do. We are buddies. We talk about these things.
Yes.
But yeah, so Wendy and her boo got that divorce. Nick Cannon responded to Orlando Brown.
He sucked his dick. Nick Cannon sucked his dick. Here's the problem. Why you want to go through the trouble of writing that whole last paragraph? Like, I agree with Marlon Wayans. I feel like people saw it as a joke, but I see the underlying joke in it. Like,
I mean,
it's like we tell somebody. It's like we tell people all the time, like, you're doing an awful lot to deny that.
Right. Like, you're saying too much.
And then, yeah, you're talking too much. And then it's like, oh, I never met him, but there's clearly pictures of you with him.
Right.
And then it's like, there's pictures of him in women's drag.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you know, these celebrities be real fugazi, like. Mouth
and
to
you
mouth.
know they could always explain all that shit away. I mean, as far as what he posted it for a bigger reason, stating that Orlando Bloom is clearly on drugs doing this video.
I think he took the higher route.
You guys are making fun of this moment and laughing at this moment when we should be trying to help him and get him better and shit like that. So it's like, nigga, who gonna do it? You? We don't got money to do that. And that's number one. And if you take an initiative to put this out, are you going to go and help him?
Understandable, 100%. But if we gonna keep things like all the way a stat,
yeah,
it's very possible that he could have, and I think I think Sabbath Saturday preview, feel me? Personally, I like. All right, we're gonna be real. I'm gonna sit here and say that no, I do not believe that Nick Cannon is out here sucking dick. No, I don't believe it. Like, I don't believe he's out. Like, he did that. You feel me? But he could have answered that a certain way that doesn't give the media a reason to stir. You feel me? Like, he could have just been like, "Yo, this is crazy. Obviously, it didn't happen. This brother needs help." You feel me? But he took a very long route to say no.
All that.
You know, and then you gotta kind of be on your P's and Q's when somebody throws out an allegation like that. Like, you can't. If somebody says Nick Cannon sucked my dick when we were younger, and you say I've never met this man, and a picture comes up with you and him in this community, you about to get ran the fuck through. There's no possible way you really can get past now people really saying like, yo, he might have. Can you 100% say he didn't? Like, no way. Like, you could never see that happening. Really think about it.
But when you look at Nick Cannon, like, do you look at him? I don't look at Nick Cannon as like a sex figure. That's number one. Like, I'm not attracted to him. I don't really care. Like, I don't care. It's just like, I don't know. Celebrities be doing crazy shit, and I always heard like Chris Brown and them, like all of them boys when they was younger, Lil Zane and all of them when they was younger, like
Bow Wow,
B2K,
Romeo.
Bow Wow.
Remember Lil Romeo?
Exactly.
Rumors about Lil Romeo.
Doing that whole.
There was
like,
Romeos about Marcus Houston, I think, if I'm not mistaken, back in the days.
all of them shits about them doing shit to have to get into the industry and, you know, make it big and stuff. So I don't know.
But that still don't answer my question. That's a long way to say no. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think it's possible that Nick Cannon could suck a dick? Like, let's keep it all the way stacked. Like,
suck a dick.
Do you see Nick Cannon sucking dick? Like, as a youngin', you feel me? As a youngin', new to the game, like, oh, Orlando Brown, you cute. Let me suck your dick real quick. I'm saying, like, can you see that happening? Maybe not wilding out Nick Cannon, but love don't cost a thing, Nick Cannon.
Yo, you stupid.
It's possible. I'm just saying, like, it's highly. I think it could be. I don't believe it. I don't want to believe that.
It's just
Nick Cannon.
I don't believe it because
America's better. What's that? America's Got Talent.
It doesn't hold anything. That's why I can't believe it because like he's not a credible source.
But why isn't he a credible source?
Because he a cracked out fucking. He'd say anything, do anything for a little $5.
You know
what if somebody told him, I'll give you $5 for a little bag right now, a little crystal. If you go on the internet and you say that Nick Cannon suck your dick, you don't see that happening.
I mean,
exactly. I see that as a possibility. He's not a credible source. And do we know Orlando Brown to be gay? Is Orlando Brown gay?
I mean, shit.
So why is a straight man coming out? And we had the conversation about niggas thinking a mouth is a mouth. So
you gotta prove my point now. I'm saying though, like,
but I'm just saying we don't. When has anyone ever made an allegation that Orlando Brown was gay or bisexual or anything about him? So why is a straight man coming out who is known whatever the fuck he's on, crackhead, cokehead?
But when do we say that people are always say the truth? When they ain't got nothing to lose, or when they fucked up,
credit.
or when
there's no credit behind it. That's what I'm saying. It depends what's behind it. He's not credible. He's not a credible source to be like, yeah.
Sometimes the crazy talk is credible though. Like sometimes
you
get what I'm saying?
Yes, but we discussed this. I told you that whatever he's on, it makes him say and do shit that's just like, yo, I could do whatever I want. Like, I'm Superman. I could fly. That's what I think is wrong with him. He's on some shit that's making him say shit, do shit that he wouldn't do if he was normal, like sober.
I mean, all right, look.
That nigga was cracked the fuck out.
We could be honest. We could be honest and say we're not gonna take a crackhead's word over Nick Cannon. Okay, fine. That still don't answer my question.
I don't think. No, I don't.
Do you see Nick Cannon suck a dick?
No.
All right, cool. Do y'all see Nick Cannon with a dick in his mouth? Answer. I want to know.
I want to know. It's stupid. But no, I don't.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I don't.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
I rooted for you, Nick Cannon.
It's gonna come out in 2 years. Nick Cannon really sucked Orlando Bloom's dick.
Don't say that.
If it's on The Simpsons, it happened.
Oh,
we gotta contact The Simpsons.
You're stupid. All right. So yeah, is that all you wanted to talk about? I have some other things to talk about, but it's regarding death. I don't want to talk about death. Well,
let's talk about our topic.
All right. So we're gonna get into our topic.
All right.
Which is.
Our topic is it shallow to not date somebody with kids?
If you don't have kids.
If you don't have kids. My personal opinion is I think it's a smart decision if you don't have kids to kind of date somebody without kids. But at the same time, like, you got to kind of know where you are in life. If you're making a financial decision, then that's something that, you know, you should be commended on. If you're making a decision based off of a lifestyle, it's just a matter of you're not ready to grow up yet. Because if you're dating somebody with no kids, you kind of with kids and you don't have kids, it's asking them to grow up fast and make certain decisions based on the fact that now it's not just one other person, an adult, it's a child that you're thinking about.
Right.
So
not my child.
Exactly, not my child. So if you are thinking about dating somebody with kids, you just got to really know where you stand at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And also figure out the type of parent you're dating. Because you could want to date somebody with kids and or be like, I don't know how I feel about it. Let me try it, and then date somebody that has a kid that don't take care of their kid, and that turns you off from dating people with their kids for the rest of your life. Because that one person was just a horrible parent.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
it's a sticky slope.
It's slippery slope.
I don't think that it's shallow. I think, like we discussed, I feel like it's preference. It all falls under the category of what you prefer. You don't want to date someone that looks a specific way. You don't want to date someone that doesn't go to the gym. You don't want to date someone that doesn't eat, that doesn't have a healthy lifestyle. You don't want to date someone that you don't want to date outside your race. That's all preference, in my opinion. I don't have qualms about anything. I don't care about a lot of shit, but that's your preference. And listen, also take it as like this: if I don't want to date somebody with kids, you leave me with your kid. How you know that person ain't gonna do something to your kid?
That's a fact.
They don't want to be with somebody that has kids, you know?
No, that's facts.
How many times we seen stepmom, stepdad killing kids?
No, you're right.
So,
you are right.
You know, take it for what it is. If that person's telling you, listen, I'm not into it because you got kids, you know, it is what it is. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
I agree with you. I mean, but here's my only problem with that.
What?
Obviously, we always have a certain kind of theme on the show.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different for a female to say that she don't want to date a man that has kids, as opposed to a man saying that he doesn't want to date a female that has kids. Because now you're taking time into perspective. A man asking a female who has kids to date is very hard because 9 times out of 10, she always has her child. Mm-hmm. The opposite end of that isn't necessarily always the case. Mm-hmm. Most men only have their kid every other weekend for 2 nights. If you're not willing to if you're going to make time an issue because you can't bend for 4 days a month.
Right.
That's more of a personal issue that you got to kind of take up with yourself. Me only getting 4 days a month is very different.
Right.
You know, and I feel like that has to be something that kind of got to be taken to court for. Like, not even trying to be, like, misogynistic. It's just facts are facts and schedules are schedules. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand a female saying, I don't want to date a man who doesn't take care of his kids. Mm-hmm. But in general, just having a kid, it's kind of and using that time as an example of why I feel like that's really not a reason why. You just spoiled or you just want 100% of the time, and I don't think anybody should get always 100% of the time. That's just, it's not right.
I mean, well, where I differ in that opinion is because as far as men, if a woman tells a man she's not, ready to date someone with kids and y'all continue to go forward and y'all dating, I mean, men move different when they have kids, in my opinion. They still try to get it. They still want to eat, get the cake and eat it too.
But like,
so like, still try to
and...
show their baby. Not all that, but as far as like,
I was about to say, because me and my baby mother don't have to have conversation. Like, don't.
No, I know.
Like, if we could talk in hand signs, that'd be cool.
No, facts. Like, blink. Bitch, that's it.
All right. blink yes, and fucking move your lips for no. Just right, that's it.
So yeah, I feel like men move different. Like when they have kids, and even if they have kids on a short amount of time, like if they're on a tight schedule, I feel like they still want to try and fuck and make moves and go to the club and do that. I feel like as far as women when they have their kids, it's always like, nah, like I gotta wait for the baby to go to sleep, or like I don't gotta sit her.
Yeah. So
men take it more as like, oh, she don't got the time for it. It's always about the baby. But women take it as if you got the baby. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to deal with you because you got the baby, but you're still trying to deal with me. And now it becomes an issue. So it's like, if that is the case, then who can we be mad at? The guy or the girl?
The female, because I'm giving you a lot more days than anything. If they like, I mean, there's 31 days in the month and you get 27 and you're not happy with that,
but still,
that's something personal you gotta check within yourself. You can't get 4 days.
No, you're right, but we all have to check also the schedule. We don't know the schedules. We don't know when they meet up. We don't know if they live together. We don't know any of that backstory.
First off, if you dating a female
right
that got a kid with her baby father and they still living together, you a dumbass. That's first and foremost. We not gonna sit here and act like they not fucking. If they live together, they still fucking. That's just the shit of it.
That's not always the fucking case.
Fuck out of here.
Shut up.
Baby, I be saying that shit.
That's not
with
always
a whole
the case.
dick in your butt.
I used to live with my daughter's father, and
You can say that. You can say that now, but I know a couple females that be like, "Nah, I live with my baby father, but we don't fuck." And then 3-4 weeks later, they back together, and it's like, "Oh nah, y'all don't fuck." Like, shut the fuck up. Like, y'all be thinking.
It's clear as day.
Yeah, y'all not slick. Y'all not low. Like, same thing like I posted earlier today. How many bodies you got? Right. 25. You 4. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers be lying like a motherfucker thinking
whatever.
Nah, because bitch alive. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fix it.
I'm sorry. I call them bitches because I don't know their name.
Whatever. Right. You could do like what he did in Baby Boy and say unstable creatures. You don't gotta say bitches. Idiot.
The females.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think shit is funny. Think shit is sweet.
I had a moment. What we talking about?
The females of
yeah, bro. Yeah, you forgot too. What was we smoking earlier?
Nah, you talking about females and dating men with kids and wanting to
y'all just it. Oh no, we wasn't talking about that. We was talking about baby mothers.
Oh yeah, baby mothers living together and shit like that. Yeah.
Look, y'all fucking at the end of the day.
Yeah, y'all fucking. Okay.
Even if y'all not fucking, you can't expect somebody to believe that y'all not fucking.
That you're not fucking. That's true.
You can't.
That's true.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up for you personally to put somebody through that.
Mm-hmm.
You could be out. You could say, "Look, me and you can fuck around until I move out, and then we can make it official."
Right,
but I'm not about to make it official with somebody that live with their baby. For what? For the one day? I'm literally. It's like I'm hanging a piece of meat in front of. He don't give a fuck if you in a relationship. You living here.
Yeah, but we were talking about as far as if the girl and the guy live together and the guy got the baby every other weekend, and that's what I'm saying. We don't know their whole situation, and I guess you were trying to say that.
Yeah, if it's the other way around, yeah. But I mean, if it's a dude, like it's the same thing with a dude. Like you can't trust a man that live with his baby mother.
No, you can't.
I'll say it. I don't give a fuck what these motherfuckers think. Right. You cannot expect a man that lives with his baby mom that he ain't at least even trying to hit.
Show the whole show.
Huh?
You gonna show the whole shit?
Oh yeah, no. We out.
Right, bye.
Peace. Bye.
Listen to the episode. But I'll edit all that out.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's a sticky slope. We don't know the whole backstory to it. I mean, I understand. I respect all different opinions and levels of why someone wouldn't want to date another person that have kids. But you also have to take it with a grain of salt. That's still rare, you know. I mean, we definitely have rare breeds because I don't know how you got somebody that don't got a kid and I got somebody that don't got a kid. And we both got kids.
Word,
that's crazy.
Like, and the thing is, like, my girl's different. She, love at first sight. Everybody say love at first sight. Mm-hmm. She tells me flat out that it was not love at first sight. It was love at first vibe. Started to get together. She's always told me, like, if me and you make things work, I don't want to go anywhere. Mm-hmm. And she usually doesn't date people with kids. Mm-hmm. I think I'm only the second person she's ever done it with.
Okay, so look at that. It's relatable to our topic.
Exactly. So it's like I'm only the second person she's ever done it with. Mm-hmm. And when she met my daughter, like I didn't bring her into my daughter's life until about like 5-6 months that we were together. Mm-hmm. No, not even. Almost maybe like 9-10 months while we were together. Mm-hmm. I really didn't introduce her to her, and then when I did introduce her to her, it wasn't like bang bang all in one shot. Like the first weekend, she was just in the car with us.
Right, like little moments.
The next weekend she came. We went to Pumpkin. And we started just going out places, and then we started to hang out at the house. And now my daughter loves her. Mm-hmm. There be times my daughter be asking me when she knows I gotta pick her up, and I'm where she was like, "Daddy, how many minutes is it till you gotta go give out?" I'm like, "Damn, you don't like chilling with Daddy?" She's like, "No, I like chilling with Daddy and Val." Aww. Like, you took her from me, you asshole. You know what I mean? But I commend her for it because
it's definitely a commitment for somebody that deals with someone that has kids and all the shit that comes with it.
Word, but like I think the reason why she's so cool with it is because of the fact that like we both see this going very far. Mm-hmm. We can see us being it. Yeah. So I just like the transition that we had, and the fact that even though she was always against it, she kind of gave it a shot, and it worked. Mm-hmm. So I feel like people should sometimes give it a shot, but also don't be naive. Right.
Don't like know the signs. Like if you're gonna date someone with kids, know the signs.
Because if you want kids, at the end of the day, you should take an opportunity and date people with kids, because if you can see how somebody parents with their own kid, it gives you a better idea as to how they're gonna parent when you have kids.
When y'all have kids, exactly.
So the only people who should really be complaining or saying, I don't want to date somebody with kids, is somebody who doesn't want kids. Right. Because if you want kids, you are getting a first-hand prime example as to how somebody is going to parent. Mm-hmm. You can see, all right, am I going to want to do that with my kids, or is this somebody that I can see raising my kid because he does such a great job raising his? Mm-hmm. And in conversations with my girl's told me that. She's like, I have full faith in you as a father because I see how you are with your child. Right. So I know that when we have a kid, you're not going to love your child more. You're not going to, no, you are going to do what you are supposed to do as a father, because that's just how you are. Yep. It'd be different. I'm pretty sure it'd be different if I was a deadbeat. Right. We probably wouldn't be together if I was a deadbeat dad. Mm-hmm. But it's still sticky. It's a sticky. Because also she doesn't have to deal with any baby mama drama.
That's what I'm saying. It depends what you got to deal with when it comes to the kid.
She has never dealt tomorrow's my anniversary. Mm-hmm. She in the year that we've been together, she has not dealt with one issue with my baby mother. She has not shared one word with my baby mother.
You don't got no issues over there.
That's what I'm saying. Like she doesn't need to have anything to worry about, because me and my baby mother do not have major issues. Our issues are settled. I took her to court. I got what I wanted.
Right.
We go through the routine.
As long as there's no communication issues.
That's the
good.
thing. We communicate only about the child.
That's right.
That we do not text at all at all. If it doesn't, and
when it comes to weekend, what time are we meeting up?
Yes, 8:30 is still confirmed.
That's
yes,
right.
on
That's
my
it.
way. I'm here.
In 20 minutes.
Done. See you Sunday.
Yep, that's right. Sunday, what time are we meeting up?
Like
Monday to Monday to Thursday is no conversation.
That's it.
Like yo, like we're so the same. Like I don't know how people think that we're not. Like I don't know why people think that.
If you ask all my exes, I was the Antichrist.
People are like, how can you deal with him, Jess?
Except my most recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew she fucked up. I ain't even gonna stunt. I kind of played that to my advantage, like, like, oh, you gonna do all this extra shit to try to get me back because you know you fucked up. I'm gonna take it, even though I know I ain't coming back. It's a hustle in the game. Shit, don't hate to play the game. Bro.
Wow. So bottom line is,
moral of the week.
Do you think it's shallow?
I think it could be.
What is your definition of shallow?
Shallow how?
Like only dating skinny, good-looking women. That's your definition of shallow. So stupid. I can't with
you. No, but it's like I think it could be because it all depends on your reasons.
Okay.
That's why. Because you could have a very shallow reason and not even a bigger picture reason, and I will consider you shallow. But if you have a bigger picture reason, like, hey, I can't date nobody with no kids. I could barely maintain myself. I would maintain an extra 2 people.
Right, like I understand. It's understandable. And you know what's so crazy?
Especially in today's day.
Right, and I know someone that is married. He has a kid from a previous marriage, but they don't have kids, and she doesn't want kids, and he's cool with that. But it's like they have sex, unprotected sex. They still be doing in the ass. Like they still be shooting the kids in there, shooting up the club.
You know you ain't gonna pull out. Don't pull out.
But that's what I'm saying. So now you're risking it. So you're gonna get mad that you get pregnant.
Who you gonna get mad at though?
Get the abortion and then do it all over again. I understand that your husband. If you understand that you don't want kids, you gotta figure that out, boo boo. And you still wanna have sex with your husband.
That's not his fault.
Right.
Yeah, that's her fault.
But I just wanted to put it out there that I know someone like that she's married. She don't got kids, and they don't have kids together. But he has a kid from a previous marriage. So it's like they obviously made it work. For someone that wanted to be with someone that has a kid and she don't want kids, but it's like
because she probably okay with the 27 days.
That's true.
She don't need all 31 days.
Oh no, the kid lives with them full time.
Oh, then that's not her kid. She don't want to go through birth. She probably don't have a. Kids in college.
Yeah,
she ain't got to deal with that motherfucker for only a couple years though. The backstory is all of that. The baby mama drama and shit like that. Even at 18 years. Oh.
So that's what I'm saying. And we don't know the whole backstory to it. Everybody's situation could be different. I don't find it shallow. I think it's honest. My whole policy is honesty is the best motherfucking policy because don't tell me you want something if you don't want it. Like, don't tell me that you're ready for this. And then now when I got to go do something sporadically, like if we hanging out at the movies or we on a date and something happened with the baby and I got to dip or we got to dip and go do something, you upset. Like, that shit I can't tolerate. Like, you're not going to do that. Like, we're not doing that. And like, because you're going to get dropped. Because you should know, any adult should know, it's going to be about the child.
That's why it's shallow, though. Because it's like...
That's when I have a problem with
you should know what priorities are.
But that's what I'm saying.
You have to commend people for holding those priorities.
But
I see it as a character plus. Like when I see somebody with kids, like when I had my daughter and I was dating, I only wanted to date people with kids. Because I understand the aspect of
you understand the aspect, and you don't have to deal with the headache if y'all can't link up, or if schedules change.
It's easier for somebody who already understands.
Right, if schedules change and shit happens. Something always happens when you have a kid.
But you know what? Having a kid, it really kind of lets you know about the person that you about to date outright. Like if you know that they can't handle you having a day or two with your kid and you can't be with them. Is that somebody you really want to be with anyway?
Right, like is that long term, is that future? Because any person that comes
into my life,
day? Right, and any person that comes into my life, you should know, like I was just saying, any adult should know that your child is going to come first. I don't give a fuck what planet.
Yeah, but even this though, let's say you're a deadbeat and you don't take care of your kids, but she don't want to date nobody with kids, and she don't want to deal with baby mom drama, whatever, blah blah. But then she says like, plus I need 100% of your time. Mm-hmm. You as a man that don't even see your kid anyway could give her 100% of the time. Yo, do you really want to sit there and be in a relationship that somebody demands 100% of the time?
That's on them. But the whole aspect of it as far as the kids would be, what if now he's a deadbeat, but what if that one time something happened, he jump and he run? Now, what's you know?
Yeah.
So that
I heard your point, yeah.
That was the whole point of it all, as far as like what we're trying to make, as far as like dating someone that has kids. And just be real and be honest about what it is that you fucking want. I don't find it shallow. I find that it's a problem when it comes to that. Like, you know that my kid is gonna come first, irregardless of how much time we spend together, how long I don't see my child. It don't matter. If anything happened to my kid, I'm there. Okay? So don't come at me with the whole, oh, I don't get none of your time, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. You need to grow the fuck up. And
I can't stand women like that.
It was nice meeting you.
I can't stand women like that in general.
It was nice meeting you. So that's my whole thing about it. I don't think it's shallow if you make it known that that's not what you want, that's not what you're looking for, and keep it pushing. Don't give it a chance. Don't give it a shot. If you don't want to deal with it, don't do it, because now you leading niggas on, and it's just going to lead to a whole other route of some shit that don't need to even happen.
Yeah. Agreed.
Dro said it all, nigga.
That's it.
That's it.
She said what she said.
Period.
Cool.
I fucking love him. But before we get out here, we're gonna drop a podcast. I want you to listen to this podcast. I don't know if you know about this comedian Christopher D'Elia.
Oh, Chris D'Elia?
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
Yo, he has a podcast called Congratulations with Chris D'Elia. D'Elia, sorry. I'm sorry. He's hilarious, yo. He said he made a fucking comment about Little Baby and the baby. He's like, yo, before the baby, wasn't there a little baby? And he goes, so now doesn't Little Baby have to name his name like the toddler or something like that? Because like there's the baby. You can't have the baby and Little Baby. Like,
yo, he's stupid. He had to be high as hell for that conversation.
And he's just like, dude, and my babes. I'm one of his babes now because I listen. But yeah, guys, go check out that podcast. I listen. He drops episodes periodically. I don't know if he has a set schedule.
I like to listen to Evolution podcasts. So like, they be talking about molars and wisdom teeth and.
All right, well, that's the
species.
That's the podcast that we're dropping. We're shouting out this week. Go check out Congratulations with Chris
D'Elia.
Here you go. And before we get out of here, don't forget to
like, subscribe, comment, share. Go to Google Podcasts. Go to Apple Podcasts. Go to Breaker App. Go to Anchor App. Go to every other possible app platform that puts out a podcast in this world, because we are everywhere. There's no excuse for you not to be listening to us right now.
No fucking excuse. Period.
Pooh. I want to drive a boat.
Hey, mate.
Nah, I ain't driving no boat. Chill.
Come on now.
I need somebody to drive my boat.
You stupid.
That's the way that works.
But we're going to get out of here, guys. If you want to follow EJ on Instagram, his Instagram is
NightQuil_in_flesh.
And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's Gata_LUVJRO.
Ooh. Hit him with it.
You can email us at savageGirlTalk@gmail.com.
Yes.
And
still go to YouTube. Check us out on YouTube.
Check us out on YouTube. We're on YouTube, as EJ said. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Anchor App, Breaker, and there's one more, Radio Public.
There you go.
9.
Y'all got no reason.
9.
No
now,
reason.
10 get up on there. 10. I'm gonna start harassing y'all.
Support us like y'all support Jay-Z. y'all actually know us. We gonna take y'all to the top with us.
And we out.
Peace.